Theme song.
2.0.
Would you let Wario give you a haircut?
Oh?
Why not?
His eyes face two separate directions, and I'm kind of
That's
picky.
fair.
Like, I'm fussy, not because I want fancy hair, because I want somewhere in between. Like, that's the thing is, I don't want to look like someone trying to look fancy. You know, and that's a hard fucking thing to line up these days. You know, everyone tries to take the default white guy hair and, like, you know, put a spin on it, like it's gonna be my personality now or some stupid shit like that. All the little frozen guys in the blocks of ice, it just feels like they're gonna melt and come out at some point. But I don't think that's gonna actually happen because it's a Game Boy game, so they're just set dressing, which is morbid and I love it. You know, like they're just stuck in there.
I'm pretty sure
Wait,
they are
what
going
if
to
you get the dragon hat and then shoot? I think I'm...
Game Boy.
Yeah, I mean, that's my problem. You know, I've been playing video games on the mighty personal computer for too long. Where, like, you do a thing and then, you know, oh yeah, this whole stage is, like, different now. Like, you've unlocked this new level. Like, fucking Ori and the Will-o'-the-Wisps.
Ori and the bleached anus.
Well, you know Ori's got one. Like, that's... the spirits are not, you know, they don't really go in for that kind of, like, hairiness. Maybe you do melt shit, like, because there's these blocks in the way.
I remember we hit the exclamation mark.
I mean, I suppose that's technically melted. I mean, it's blocks and they vanish. I mean, where does an ice block go when you let it melt, Aaron? Nobody knows this. It's one of the great mysteries of existence. Yeah. Our greatest homeopaths have, you know, chased this. It's their fucking philosopher's stone.
Well, one day they'll find it.
Yeah. All you have to do is stand near enough books and the information's just like kind of in you.
Osmosis.
Yeah, yeah.
Not today.
Well, now that's interesting. Fuck off, Boomerang Duck.
He thinks he's better than us.
That's because he can make it actually come back to him. That guy holding a bottle of wine.
It was a knife.
Looked like a bottle of cheap red. I should know. I drank a lot of those.
Those $2 bottles we got one night was a bad idea.
Yeah, that's the photo I put of you on the internet, where it's you drinking it and eating a carrot at the same time.
I was munging on that carrot.
Whoa. Cause yeah, that was like Bowler's Run or some shit. Yeah, you could get that for like, sometimes it was usually $3 at like Dan Murphy's. Then sometimes it was $2. Which...
That's distressing.
for fucking $10, I could get 5 bottles of red wine. Which, you know, that's at least 2 nights of getting fucking shellacked. Because the trick to it was, you belt down the first red. So you just fucking, you knock that sucker back. That overwhelms your liver, you know, quickly.
I'm gonna leave on 154.
Yeah, be smart. Be smart. For a fucking
if
change.
it's under 100, I'm going again.
Yeah, may as well.
Over
'Cause, I mean,
100?
what's the worst that can happen? You go down to 0. There you go, man. Now you're only $98,000 away.
Fuck yeah. Secret course. Oh. Look.
Oh, fuck off.
I can't ride it like Mario. Though it's pretty shit, like, Lakitu at least kept up.
And the angry sun was like, on you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In his right hand. I think it's his suspenders, but it just looks like he's...
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I see what you mean. Yeah. No. Well. Throwing big burly pirates into ladders kills them. Obviously. Come on.
I'm actually slightly impressed the static knife didn't injure you, you know?
Oh.
Oh, you are.
Come on, there's got to be a health. power-up thing in here.
You don't need health. You
Oh,
need a helmet.
yeah, that's what I meant.
I think you did get him, but like... Yeah, like he's the guy that works.
Ooh. Yes.
All right. Yeah.
I can stick in the roof again. Not today. I reckon he is a mouse, dog.
Yeah, he's some kind of mouse. A rat. Something. Rats are pretty big. Like, you forget what a big difference there is between mice and rats.
Rats can get fucking
rats are
so big.
Rats are big. Mice are like, oh, look at that. Rats are like, oh, fuck.
Oh,
like, because killing a mouse, you can just kind of peg it at something or fucking kick it, really. I mean, you know.
It just splats. You throw it
well,
at
that
a
and
wall.
they're small, so they just go still. They're, like, terrified of you. A rat will put up a fight.
You know what?
Like, rats can be dicks about this. What?
I thought I was going to be smart and just walk on the ladder and fall down. Nope.
No. Don't like your fucking kind around here, Aaron, with your fucking, oh, I'm gonna outthink this situation. I can't, like... It's like the dick ships in Superman. Which, I swear to God, one of these days, I'm gonna abduct fucking whatever his name is, Captain DC Universe, Zack Snyder, and be like, what was with the dick ships in Man of Steel? Because they were exactly dick-shaped. And that's fucking weird that you do that, you fucking weirdo. I demand an answer. You know, like, I know maybe, like, we weren't supposed to see the dragon hat or whatever the fuck that thing is, you know, that closely, you know? Like, we were never meant to see it in this definition. Maybe that's it. Maybe, like, loads of shit in Game Boy games were dicks. And we just never knew, because it was on, like, a Game Boy.
Yeah.
Probably dicks all through these fucking games. That's probably why we had such a big upswing in homosexuality in the past few years. You know, Aaron, that's...
Damn.
I should submit this thesis to, the National Party. I think that's a great idea. It'll be done. Malcolm Roberts, he'll sign off on this, genius. See, that's a rabbit. I can figure that out. Like, all they had to do was, like, you know, make it maybe horizontal. What the fuck? Huh. Alright. Ding, 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 ding.
Ride this thing to Mexico. I see tits on it. You see the tits, right?
I don't know. See, for me, it looks a lot... Oh, yeah. No, I see what you mean about what the tits are, yeah. But also, he looks a lot like, the robot from, like, Phobos, I think, from, Darkstalkers. So that's what I see.
Oh, yeah. I see
when
that.
I look at him. Phobos, no, no, Phobos is the West one. I think it's Hutzil or some shit. 'Cause he's like some Mesoamerican robot monster. Which is nuts. That's really fucking... Like, the Olmecs, man. Like, they probably invented, like, robots and shit. They made them out of, like, rubber and monkeys. And then we just, you know... They were gone by the time we got there, you know, sadly.
Here for my treasure.
And I don't think something made out of rubber and monkeys would be technically a robot, but I do think it would move under its own power. I think it would give... you know, like a Boston Dynamics robot a run for its money in accomplishing an obstacle course.
I just do that forever. I can.
I mean, yeah, but you're still losing a little bit of height each time.
Yeah.
You haven't discovered the power of flight. Which I reckon... I don't know, what do you suppose it is? Like... You know, like, cause what's Maxima run on? He's like steam that powers itself somehow. Like, what if I had, like, a jetpack?
Come on.
I hate those fucking things. That didn't... No, it didn't run a lot. You know, it basically... alright.
This thing's not right.
And so imagine a jetpack that did a boosty to give you a leap, and then one, like, little squirt so you could land without exploding your knees. Right? So that. Except, you know, it won't let you take off without having a landing boost left. Just go.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Alright. Worries me when you're there.
Or... Genius, Aaron.
This is actually genius. I don't know why we didn't see this. No.
And then we just go, nah, sorry, mate.
Yeah, this is how to get money in Shenmue 3, because...
Imagine if it was the brick. We'd be like, what the fuck?
Just keep going.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna.
I mean, I think you're gonna have to do this like off record so we can get up to 99,999.
That's a good idea.
Because I'm willing to bet.
I mean, if
all but the most deeply damaged of viewers would want to watch that, and I can tell you I don't. It's your responsibility.
I think at that fucking
Aaron work.
point, I may as well just put the code in for infinite coins.
Yeah, that's fair too, actually. If we're gonna cheat using externals, we may as well just, you know.
I say...
Why build a robot to motivate you to work harder when you can build a robot to do your work? You know?
Yeah.
It's madness. That was a fun experiment. That was a window into potential. You know?
Problem is, you have to sit here. You can't skip this. You can't speed it up. Bruh.
Wow, that sucks.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, no, they came up with... I don't know how. Did they foresee this?
Probably thought no one will ever match the coin counter.
It's like when you put an infinite time cheat into any of the old any of the old Mario games, and then you're just there at the end forever because it counts down
Time
the
can't go down, yeah.
Good way to get your, you know, personal best for your points up, though. So, you know, there's that.
Fuck yeah, I think we did Sherbet Land the whole thing.
Oh, get fucked.
Coming back to your teapot, bitch.
Teapot Cove. I see why, like, you know, this would have been a great game to have back in the Game Boy days.
It was such value, dude.
Yeah, because, like, what do you do? Oh, there's just, you know, there's shit to do. You can explore, like...
Yeah, not many platformers had exploration on the Game Boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, what happened just there?
I have no idea.
That's bullshit.
Oh! Ooh.
Like, cause that, I can't, I want to stop seeing it. You know? Like, I want to live without the weird penis hat. But it's all I can fucking see every time.
That's your reward for playing this. Penis hat.
I don't think our definitions of that word are quite lining up. No, I remember this area.
Yeah, it's where I nearly killed myself with a bomb 5 times.
Just scoop it up and go, oh!
It's
Just for old time's sake.
Fucking bounce so far. They just go shoo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo.
Flat and they stick to the ground. Oh yeah, the toilet
bird.
fucking...
Where did that come from?
You threw it and it kind of got connected to the fucking pelican.
Yeah.
I wanted to call them platypuses. My brain just goes, P-word. And just...
Platypus.
Yeah, like... Pulls a card off the deck like well, I'm playing fucking Uno, you know? Need a P-word. Well, better pick one up from the deck. Perfunctory. Perfect. Yeah, exactly that.
Is that a word?
Yeah.
What does perfunctory mean?
Like if you're doing something just for like the baseline utility of it.
Right.
So like a perfunctory, like if I said like, oh yeah, happy birthday, that's like a perfunctory fucking way of saying that because there's no meaning to it. You know, I'm just saying it because it's the thing to be said. Should go with the bubbles. Not fight the bubbles.
That's madness. You know what it is? You don't go faster boosting under the things. Like, look at the swim speed.
Yeah.
Now look at the boost speed. Actually, like, yeah.
Yeah, but swimming, you don't have your shoulder out ready to fuck shit up. The shoulder. It's the invulnerable bit of the human. Unless you play like tennis or golf or some shit, in which case you just fuck that up constantly. Oop.
My heart.
Here comes the chef to recommend us a wine.
Recommend that, bitch.
Ah! They wanted a beer! Oh yeah, that was where we left the last time we played this, wasn't it?
Ah.
Right. Trying to find good old normal door. I always feel a little weird when you find the secret before you find the normal way out. You know?
This was kind of the first level that sort of goes, hey, this is where secret is. That's sort of like a teaching.
Big arrow. Made of money.
I wish life was like that. Just walking down in IKEA and there's a trail of money pointing at an arrow that leads to the door. Ah, it's a secret IKEA door.
Behind the door, there's an enormous Swede who'll bash you and take the money back.
He also gives you meatballs.
That's the trade-off. That's
Not a lot of loss.
I don't really like for things that are called meatballs. I think they could be meatier. You know,
I agree.
like I'm not gonna say they're not meatballs because they very much are, but like, you know, it feels like it's meatballs, but not a ball of meat.
I feel like they're meat pellets.
Meatish balls. The lasagna that the fucking canteen sold, like the tuck shop at fucking high school. The first ingredient was meat, and then beside that was beef in inverted commas.
That's not good.
Yeah, we talked about that for a whole year. It's like, what does that mean? Like, why? Because, like, you know, it's like, all right, it's like beef asshole or whatever. It's like, yeah, but that's still the beef, you know? Like, this will be some weird fucking thing, like, you know, how they'll call, like, sheep testicles, like, fucking, you know, hillbilly fairy floss or some shit. You know, like, what's beef? Quotes.
Beef mistress.
Maybe it's just from cows that were really sarcastic. And, like, people were just sick of it. Oh, beef. Well, guess what you are now? A cheap lasagna that a stoned teenager is gonna eat 3 of and then feel sick 4 times a week.
Ugh.
Oh, dude. Like, the thing is, it was
Ooh.
objectively the best thing at that fucking tuck shop. Like, bar none. Like, fuck their shonky. They're probably better now. Like, I was talking to my brain doctor.
The fuck are you? Wombat?
Yeah, exactly. Just, you know, it's got a bit of a beard.
Alright, there's the exit. That's... Alright, let's try to find this fucking secret key.
Oh,
I always forget where this one is. This one's really hard for my mind to find.
oh, sounds like an Aaron challenge. Maybe over the left.
Like, I keep thinking there's a secret door.
Yeah,
Like-
I know what you mean. But don't you hate it when you're like, you think you're real smart for figuring out something that is clever, but it's also not there?
Yeah.
Because 100%. You look at the curtain and you're like, oh yeah, fuck, that'd be a great place to hide a secret door. Because if it was a secret door, you'd look at that and go, oh yeah, of course. Oh. I know, I want you to be right. It's such a good idea, I want you to be right. You need to mod it. We'll call this the Aaron's Door mod, which is what everybody wants.
I nearly touched that.
Yeah.
I know a little less flight power.
Fuck you.
I feel like it's... Because it can't be in an area that you have to, like, dash to that's up high because you can't
dash
fly with the key. Yeah.
Is there anything else you can do with the key?
Oh! Fuck! That's fantastic.
Are you sure that was the exit? I mean, maybe we should go the normal way first. You know, don't be like one of those...
Ooh. Okay.
Right, so find one.
There's gonna be hidden blocks.
No, don't be like those Christian teens that start with anal. You know, let's just fucking understand some vagina first.
Well, it's not a secret exit, it's a treasure.
Oh, right. Yeah,
So-
that is important. That's what this whole rigmarole is all about.
I just didn't realize that was the fucking entrance to the course that I left.
It's funny that they let you leave.
Yeah. With the key.
Right?
I reckon there's hidden blocks here somewhere.
Maybe these Goombas are allowed to come to work
maybe
with a spear.
this. What? Because, like, why is there a single breakable block there?
Yeah. You left or right. Yeah. 'Cause that is suspicious. You know?
Just... I'm gonna look it up. I can't.
That's using our brains is hard. We have like a massive interconnected knowledge system precisely to alleviate, these concerns. I mean, things these days are better, but like, there are legitimate problems with nostalgia. But like, today I found myself sort of like thinking about the 90s and being like, that was kind of all right. Like, and it wasn't perfect. Like, they didn't have free-range gays, and like, TV shows weren't allowed to have interracial. They do that all over the shop now. It's great. But like, like I saw some reference to Monica Lewinsky on the internet like a couple of days ago. And then like yesterday, Sarah Palin was on fucking The Masked Singer. And she's like, they got the mask off to reveal that it's Sarah Palin. And
I was right.
Where was it? What? Ah!
On the block!
Uh-huh.
I knew I was fucking right.
Big money.
Is this where the key is too? What? Yes! I'm a genius. I knew it was under a fucking waterfall somewhere. I think it really should have just been here. That would have made sense.
Yeah. I mean, especially because it's right under where the key is.
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't think that. I love hiding things like that,
Give
and
me treasure.
So Sarah Palin's on this fucking show dressed in like a furry pelt, rapping. And
That's confusing.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, because I immediately my mind went to Monica Lewinsky. And like that was like an active topic for like 5 fucking years. Like, Tonight Show
don't know
hosts.
who Monica Lewinsky is. She's the woman that gave Bill Clinton the dick sucking.
Yeah. And like, she copped a lot of that, which is really unfair. Because all she did was suck Bill Clinton's dick. It's not on her. You'd suck Bill Clinton's dick.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I could sell that story to Time magazine.
Yeah. So yeah, like now she told, because like you don't get to be an intern and be like, completely retarded. Like she has a head on her shoulder. She just like talks about what it's like to get like fucking, dragged by the planet for like the better part of a few years. But like, so, I got to thinking about that and then like thinking more about how ridiculous and genuinely funny Sarah Palin rapping in fucking, fursuit is, and how like, in the 90s we'd have been talking about that for a year. That would have been something wacky and funny enough to occupy us for fucking ages. We'd have like taken this tiny little bit of funny thing and been like with it for years. And now it doesn't even rate. Like, I saw like maybe 2 references to that on Twitter. It's just like, oh yeah, like, remember the lady that was almost like fucking, vice president for a variety of really stupid fucking reasons. And
Is she the gun nut?
she was just a nut. Like, she was an idiot. Like, that was like that was the kind of, because the guy running who was like 1,000 years old and has an idiot daughter, it's probably like the last gasp of faintly coherent Republican.
I don't know if anything's over here, but I'm going.
Yeah, John McCain. That's
Nothing!
right.
Bullshit.
I know, I feel like if you can do that, there should be something up there. They need to think about things like this more.
Like, you can cancel Fly, which is pretty good.
And then, because that's the thing that I've been thinking is just like, that would have been sustenance. But shit, you got the dick. No more traveling for you, champ. That would have been sustenance for years. Now it just gone. And it's like, there are kids around who are 15. Like, so they were born in 2005. And like, you've never had a not kind of batshit period.
Yeah.
You know? Like, you'd never just had 5 minutes. It's just, what's your life been? Oh, eternal war.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because, like, Sarah Palin's rapping in a fursuit, and it's like, ha ha, and before I can even get the third higher, it's like, oh, and Italy's closed. It's like, oh, fucking damn it, man. Like, 'cause it's funny, because the Hong Kong protesters, like, refer to themselves as, like, the sort of cursed generation. As, like, just their entire sort of lives have just been, like, this series of, like, almost kind of funny, really, when you think about it.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, Aaron. Oh, my goodness. You know, just ridiculous bullshit has been what they've lived with their whole fucking, you know, life. And, you know, again, there's these kids, it's like, what's your existence? Well, it's 15, there's the Eternal War still going. And then you know, there's fucking Italy's closed down.
No fire. Daddy not want. No testicle fire tonight. Not for me. Yeah. I can't ground pound with the normal one, can I? I think it have to be the
I
helmet.
think you can.
Oh, we will see.
Atomic leg drop.
So I don't know what's in these. Oh, come on! Are you fucking me?
What'd you do?
I crouched and tried to walk under him. Apparently fucking no.
Well, it
Game.
is sort of confusing as to what hurts Wario and what doesn't.
There's just a lot of
Like,
big
I feel
boxes.
like this game just is probably, I'm gonna assume maybe it's explained in the booklet. I feel like there's got to be something
No,
in one of
basically
these.
you can just walk into any enemy as long as it's not a hurty bit of it. So for example, like I can rub against him from the front, see?
And then he gets upset because you fondled him and then turns into Sonic. Which is understandable. No? This is what we need to, you know, we need to give women, like, spines. And that way they'll be defended from, you know, things like the Weinsteins of the world and whatnot.
Robo spines?
Well, I mean, they want to be retractable. You can't just have the spines out, like, all the fucking time. You know? Like, because that'd just be impractical by any measure.
Alright, so yeah, I crouched.
Yeah,
And was like,
I know. I believe you. I feel the same way almost. No.
I really want to jump off the ladder. That's all it was. Fuck my life.
Womp.
Womp womp. I want those coins though.
Yeah.
Mine. Big leg drop. Whoosh.
It was more of a Sabu style leg drop where you jump off something incredibly high and then land on your tailbone.
Oh, dude.
And then, yeah, like, okay, so Matt Hardy, who was a huge, I mean, he was part of a huge tag team. So, like, when, you know, you were, like, 17 and watching, like, the fucking Attitude Era like I was, the Hardy Boys were a big deal. And then there's Matt Hardy, and Matt Hardy used to do a top rope and a second rope leg drop. Now, Hulk Hogan, who really did, I mean, on the face of it, the leg drop is a really good choice of a finisher. Because it's just sitting down. And of all the fucking finishers, you know, that's not actually a bad idea, or at least you wouldn't think it. But after, like, doing it for 40 years, you know, he's shorter, his spine's fucked.
Oh, dude,
just,
yeah.
you know, repeatedly, like getting whacked in the fucking butthole by a sledgehammer every day, basically. And that's, you know, just off a jump. You know, Matt Hardy was jumping off the fucking top turnbuckle and landing. And now he walks around like, you know, when that period, it was after G.I. Joe and before people started actually giving a shit about action figures, when they got worse and their legs didn't move and shit. Like, yeah. And so now he walks like one of those.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, because just,
That's a
you
bad
know,
roll.
Dude, leg drops, man.
Fuck, man. I remember very Australian thing, pavers everywhere. And outside of our house, out our front door, we had a little garden. And the garden was skirted by half pavers. So the pavers were used as a little sort of fence for the divider for the garden. And I fell off my skateboard directly onto these pavers in the tailbone. And this was me trying to do a pop shove it at the time. So I got some air and somehow the skateboard got away from me.
Somehow the wheeled board I was standing on didn't follow my directions to do a rad fucking barrel roll.
No, so it wasn't on the ground. I had it in the air. I was holding it. And somehow physics just went, boom, and it went flying. And I kind of like did the Mario arse drop onto the pavers.
Yeah.
And I was just like, ah!
No, like, I knew, like, wrestling was fake. But I didn't understand that there were, like how the ring was designed.
Right, yeah.
So, like, it's got springs in it so it could absorb a lot of impact. So I tried to just, like, leg drop my brother one time. And, like, I could feel it in my throat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is like, oh! Ow! I tried it again when I was in high school and I was really high. And there was a gym mat. And I thought, the gym mat will protect me.
No.
And then it did not. Like, the big thick one.
You betrayed me, gym man!
The one that's like 30 centimeters thick.
Yeah.
That's safe to leg drop on. That's the fun mat for wrestling moves, which we were told not to do, but did anyway.
See you next time.
Keep It Classy is proudly sponsored completely by its fans. We thank you for your support.
It expanded somehow. I'll have you know.